3:32, just a couple of minutes late. My apologies. I'm first warning meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk. We get together during the week, 5 days in the afternoons, just Monday through Friday, to check in and see how things are doing. It has been a lovely day outside. Take a live look outside. This is our Tower Cam network. We're looking over to New Smyrna Beach. Not a ton of people working right now, really and truly. The surf is still up just a little bit, but there have been some people playing hooky from work, I would imagine, going to play at the beaches. Not a bad one there. Let me head over to downtown Orlando and see what's doing. It's a mix of clouds and sunshine, but if we look over to the West Coast, and I don't use this one very often, but this is a look over at St. Pete Beach. I don't know if my brother's coming in this afternoon, but I can tell you if he is, he's going to be enjoying some nice downpours. Yeah. Look at that. We've got some rain on the radar. So let's get right over to it and see what's doing on our first warning live Doppler radar, tracking the rains coming in to Florida's west coast. Now, this is our live radar, and there's closer radars, so we'll tap into that. But you can see that shower and thunderstorm activity kind of bubbling up a little bit around the Sun Coast, back over toward, who knows, there's a place called Memphis that way, huh? But St. Pete, Holiday, Tarpon Springs, kind of over on the west coast. And if we tap into the Tampa radar, this is the closer radar. You kind of see plenty more shower activity where that came from, kind of lifting up to the north. Some nastier storms out there too. If we zoom in a little closer, you can see that around Sarasota, Bradenton, the Sunshine Skyways. Not really what I would call a good drive today, right? Yeah, so what's going on? Let's look at the wider perspective. We've got our weak little piece of low pressure out there in the Gulf of Mexico. That's hanging around. That's going to be hanging around. And these next couple of days, it's just going to be funneling in rain. But what's interesting is how some of the models are going higher rain coverage. Some of the models are going lower rain coverage for us. But over the next couple of days, that, my friends, is our weather maker. Yeah. Ann says we were on Lido Beach when the skies opened up. There you go. There you go. So you know a little thing or two about the rains there for sure. Yeah. So we're tracking the rainfall. And this evening, truthfully, we're going to be watching for some showers and storms, but it's not going to be a wild evening, just a little bit of rain. But we've started working up that rain chance just a little bit here these next couple of days, and that's going to continue across Central Florida. 80 degrees, 7 o'clock, 77 by 9 o'clock, 75 degrees by 11 o'clock. So not too bad. Not too bad at all. Plenty of that tropical moisture out there. We could take it, right?
All right, sold red.
By the way, it's funny. I was going to mention it, but you beat me to it. Thomas says it's now an invest. It is now an invest. Yeah. So that means we'll start to get computer models and all that. We're talking about that Gulf low. So let's just take a look at our tropical graphics. All right. Since that's kind of our big weather maker for us, let's talk about how it's going to be impacting us. All right. First, futurecast for this evening. Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Burster. Would you like a cookie?
I wouldn't. Thank you, though. That looks really nice.
They're over there.
Who's that from?
Great question.
Oh my God. Well, then maybe I'll have to go grab a bite. All right. So there's the rain on Futurecast. There's 3:30. You don't need me, right?
Nope.
I need you, though. You want to say hello to everybody on Coffee Talk? We're live, so don't say anything bad.
I would never.
This gentleman, you're doing the 4 o'clock newscast today. We've been working a little close together because I'm working on a piece for it today. You have a great show ahead.
You are too kind.
What is your show? What is your lead story today?
Daytona Beach drive-by.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, we'll get to weather. We'll get to the good stuff.
Okay, we'll get to the good stuff.
Yeah,
Okay,
get to the
all
good
right.
stuff.
He's probably on his way to the restroom. I'm sorry.
That's exactly what I'm
He's
doing.
like, got a pee break. All right, sorry, buddy. One of the greatest producers Wesh has, by the way. All right, so we've got Futurecast, and I think doing a pretty decent job showing the rains around, right? There's 3:30, 4 o'clock. Watching that kind of fade on out, but into tonight, some showers around, mainly in our southern areas. But watch how the rain chances tomorrow, morning rains, midday rains, and then getting into some afternoon thunderstorms around. So why is it? Well, it's tropics related. How are you? It's tropics related. Take a look at our satellite imagery. This is the first invest of the season. I wonder if Manolfi even knows about it. Out there in the Gulf of Mexico. It's not much, but it's the first invest of the season. Hurricane Center came out at 2 o'clock, giving it a higher 20% likelihood of some form of tropical development over the next 7 days' time and over the next 2 days' time. I don't expect this to try and get organized, but there is that piece of energy in the Gulf of Mexico that's bubbling up. There's a lot of wind shear. There's marginal opportunity for tropical development here, but it's something, so we do need to watch it. But yeah, I love that there's such weather nerds on here. Like Thomas says, the low is now an invest. Yes, sir, you are right. Laura says hurricane season starts tomorrow. It does, and we are watching something. And one of the things that I'm working on today for WESH 2 News at 4 is the press conference that was held today at the National Hurricane Center. It was my buddy. It was held down there with FEMA discussing the preparations that they are working through getting ready for hurricane season. New products, what's FEMA's goals, things like that. So, really good prep work. And so that's what I've been working on with Mr. Andy for WESH 2 News at 4 o'clock. But thankfully, no hurricanes right now. That's the good news. Hopefully, we'll keep it that way. Laura says I just saw that they upped the chance. Yeah, it's now up to a 20% chance of development. So that's fine. That's fine. It's one of those things. Eric, will it be a washout this weekend? We have baseball tournament in Bradenton. All right, so Gabby, a couple of things. The newest model data, I'll just share with you the 7-day forecast, okay? The newest model data continues to show plenty of rains around, okay? It continues to show plenty of rains around, but it's truth be told, I don't think it's going to be a washout. I think we'll have showers and thunder showers, but I'm not expecting this to be a washout scenario this weekend, at least as of right now, and hopefully that'll hold through. So, yeah. Mike, should worry about Category 4 hurricane. Outer Banks need to know. Mike, I can't tell you what's going to happen in that detail. We're just watching patterns, and that's all we can do, buddy. Laura says, just got the notification, National Hurricane Center upped it. Not mad. We'll take a few days off. We're not getting there. This is going to be some rainfall and nothing more. I got you covered. John says Eric's got everything covered. Exactly. Joanne says no named storms in May. That's right. That would be the second year in a row that we did not see a named storm. That doesn't mean anything in terms of the overall weather pattern for the rest of the season. It's going to be an active season. Even if you get one storm that hits us, it's going to be an active season. Michelle says Florida's going to Florida. Tend to expect daily showers after 3 from here on out. You're not wrong. So there you go. Showers, thunder showers, rain chance going up the next couple of days. Then that's it. Not really expecting to be getting into severe weather the next few days, just some good old-fashioned rainfall. But back to the tropics real fast, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that this area of low pressure out in the Gulf of Mexico has at least the attention of the Hurricane Center to schedule Hurricane Hunter aircraft. There are now missions scheduled to head in there, low-level fix, tomorrow afternoon, which means when we're doing Coffee Talk tomorrow, we may have some recon data to get into. Oh, excuse me. How about that, huh? And then on June the 2nd, morning and afternoon flights. So first of the season. All right. Meteorologist Cam Tran is up at 4 on WESH 2 News to discuss the tropical moisture. And Chief Meteorologist Tony Manolfi is going to be doing a deep dive, getting into the nitty-gritty, the ocean temperatures, the seas, and all that fun stuff. But remember, we're just starting. This is not going to be one of those situations where it's going to explode in the Gulf of Mexico. It's weak, not a big concern. All right, Mike, why you worry about late August recycled North Carolina coast? Mike, what are we talking about here? Are we talking about our long-range forecast? I haven't said that I'm worrying. I'm because we're getting to the peak of hurricane season in that time frame, I guess. All right, people. I'm going to go get ready to go on TV in a couple of minutes, and Yeah, all that fun stuff. We'll be tweeting and Facebooking and all that fun stuff. And yes, Joanne is absolutely right. Tonight at 7 o'clock, we have our first warning hurricane special. Are you ready for it? The good folks in our promotions department came up with the name Surviving the Season. And I hope that we all are ready for it. It's right around the corner, okay? Are you ready? We are. Tonight at 7 o'clock, Wesh 2. Tune in, all right? All right, listen, be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so much for hanging out for Coffee Talk. For sporting meteorologist Eric Burris, I'll see you on TV in a little bit, and then Coffee Talk tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock.